Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hari ni saya nak cerita lagi pasal what I've learned from Afnan Rosli last year 2019. Okay, one of the punya main idea yang dia cuba ketengahkan adalah Tuan Afnan Rosli adalah present moment. Okay, apa itu present moment? Okay, put it this way. Okay, every day, okay, ada tak kita hidup in a way, in a day, kita just waiting for things to pass. Kita just waiting. Okay, katalah kita pergi kerja kan, kerja pagi, kita don't like the work, kita hate it, macam kerja atau sekolah atau university, whatever, macam bila nak habis. Pagi kita I hate this sekolah, I hate this work, so bila nak habis sekolah ni. So kita just drag our time, just get on with it until we really want cepat lah. So kita nak habiskan time tu kan. So after at 6 atau habis kelas, so habis kerja, macam okay, Alhamdulillah. So lepas tu kita relax, then kita eat, and whatever we do at night, main game, main bola, and we sleep, and tomorrow kita buat lagi, then we hate the thing. And so what is happening is, when we hate something, the mind is not present. The mind macam they shift, it goes on autopilot, and it goes on autopilot. So you just leave yourself with 10% capacity, 10% brain capacity. Contohnya while you're driving, okay, while you're driving you just use about 10% capacity. So you can listen to music, you can even talk, you can even think, you can even strategize, and while driving, ada orang ambil video semua kan while driving. So I mean, you don't use 100% focus. Okay, once that happens, okay, bila you buat things not 100%, you do, then it becomes a habit. And if you do things, when you do multitask, it becomes habit. It means you separating your brain consciousness, your brain focus, to not one thing but a few things, 4, 5, 6 things. Then what happens is you just doing it the least quality that you have. Killer quality yang paling cincai ni, sebab your mind's not focused. And your mind's not focused. Okay. And this becomes habit, and this becomes our days, and what means we are living our days without focus. Then what happens is, the work we do has no focus, and the work we do has no focus. And of course, what happens is, the result that we get is direct result of work that has no focus, low quality work. And then with the low quality work that we give out, then of course the appreciation that we get is of course least to none. Tak ada orang appreciate low quality work ni, anybody can do. And you get me? I mean, I'm not preaching about this. Maybe I'm also a victim of this for quite some time, but until somebody, I mean I'm always trying to learn. And so Alhamdulillah, 2019, Tuan Afnan Rosli was preaching about this. It was one of his main contents. And so yeah, so with tapi okay, kita nak beritahu what happens if you live a life without focus. If you live a life without focus, your days will just pass. Tengok, aku dah habis university, aku dapat apa university, not great results. Then your work, okay, that 25 to 35, macam mana kau punya career path? I'm still there, and because you're not giving focus, 35 to 45, no focus. You're not focused. Just breezing through life without focus. And without focus, we will get nowhere. Then, so yeah, it's just focus, but he calls it the present moment, which is true. The present moment is when your mind and your heart is focusing 100% on this task, on this moment. And maksudnya, okay, let's say what I'm doing right now, I'm talking to you, I'm talking to this, recording this, at the same time I'm breathing. And okay, so when I'm talking this, I'm not really conscious about my breathing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's say I'm really conscious because I want to practice living in the moment. I'm practicing focusing. So I'm practicing on focusing on my breathing. Yeah, so now I'm focusing on how deep it is and how satisfying it is. I feel it and I focus on it, so I feel it. Yeah, that's the gist of being present moment. And I mean, when you focus on one thing, you really feel it. That on this moment. So when you and you keep on doing it consistently as a have do one thing and appreciate it. Okay, now I do that, I appreciate how much oxygen is going through my lungs. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so when I eat, and a lot of people just don't eat properly, just eat but thinking about something, eat but worrying about something, and eat but worrying about the time. So you're not consciously, experiencing, and it's not, yeah, low quality experience, because your mind is not there, your heart is not there, your senses is not there. So you're not present. Basically, you're not present because it's not present because you're elsewhere. You're elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, the takeaway, one of the key takeaway of Afnan Rosli's course 2019 is being present. Okay, being present. Being present means focus and practice on small things. So you open the doorknob, you focus on the doorknob, you focus on the sensations of the door, you see the door, you feel it, and if you want to lift something, you lift a pencil, you really lift it, you feel it, just to get the hang of being present moment, just to get the hang of being fully conscious, consciously there, conscious of your mind, conscious of your heart, conscious of your senses, means you're there. Yeah, of course there are levels to it. I don't know yang level-level yang lagi tinggi, yang lagi conscious lagi, I wouldn't know, but what level yang I learned 2019, that's about it lah. And conscious of your mind, conscious of your heart, your feelings, what you feel, and conscious with the senses, and so means you're fully focused on that present moment. Once you practice that and we are aware of what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong. If not, we're not aware. Hey, why no results? Why no results? Okay, whatever. So start being fully conscious. People say it's present moment. Okay, this present moment you can lose it if you're worrying all the time. And some people, you worry, you count how many hours in a day you worry, and those are the days you're not happy. Those are the moments you're not doing it to be grateful. Yeah. So you're not unhappy, you're worried. So let's say you live 60 years and you come back, I've been worrying about 30 years of my time, and 10 years sleeping, 20 years doing idling. So 60 years, oh shit, what do I do 60 years time? So we're not appreciating time. Okay, this how present moment is basically about how to use time maximally. Is that the right term? To the maximum, sorry. How to use time to the maximum. Because if you don't appreciate time, and if we don't appreciate time, it will just slip by macam especially now during MCO kan. Kalau kita tak appreciate time, the next thing you know kita dah macam 2021. I take that back, but you know what I'm saying, okay. So yeah, be present. Okay, and of course it can be used during ibadah. Of course, if you're not present during your life, will you be present during our solat? And if you are not present during solat, then of course there banyak hadis, banyak ni saying that Allah tak suka orang yang tak khusyuk solat, it has no value. And also, of course, ini peringatan dari sini, kalau solat kita tak ada value, excuse me, alhamdulillah, if solat kita tak ada value, akhlak kita tak tukar, and akhlak kita macam tu kak, then solat means no value lah. And most of yang I know, orang yang tak ada value in solat because dia tak khusyuk, is thinking about something during solat. Sama macam driving, it's a habit, So back to it. Thank you to Afnan Rosli, because definitely Afnan Rosli is a catalyst of this, and a catalyst to this, for me, and yeah, be present, and because magic only happens at the present moment. Magic happens only at the present moment, and you don't idle through life and hopes for magic. You don't idle through life and hope for success. We don't do that, and you are successful people. Yeah, they really is into it, and feel it, they see it, I mean, they feel it, they focus on it, and they use the senses on this time, on this right now, kan? So start practicing it, practice being fully focused, immersion. Okay, other words for it is immerse in it, immerse, kan? Kalau bahasa Melayu, hayati is penghayatan. But it has to be practice. Penghayatan dalam pelajaran, penghayatan dalam sukan, penghayatan dalam exercise, penghayatan dalam solat, penghayatan dalam Al-Quran. That's why Al-Quran pun banyak orang, kalau kita anak orang pula, kalau kita just baca je Al-Quran without understanding, of course banyak orang cakap banyak pahala, tapi apa kesan dia? Ultimately is the kesan that we want. The kesan dia is jadi akhlak mulia. Semua ibadah, excuse the ustaz punya ni elemen pula kan, sikit-sikit, why not, you know, semua ibadah hasil dia adalah akhlak yang mulia. Ibadah akhlak mulia. Kalau kita buat ibadah akhlak tak jadi mulia, kita semua, then something wrong with the ibadah lah, kan. Okay, so back to the main idea is present moment. And where I learned this from is from Tuan Afnan Rusi. You can check out his page. He's not ni sekarang tak aktif, tapi dia boleh cuba check lagi posting lama dia, kan. Yeah, thank you Afnan Rusli, thank you Tuan Afnan Rusli, and ni I hope everyone who watches and everyone who watches this video can take time and focus, practice focus, your focus using your mind, focus using your heart, focus using your senses now, and it's a life-changing habit.